Changes in laws governing corporations and e-discovery are affecting how lawyers practice law. In this exclusive interview, Kim Pihlstrom of OneBeacon discusses how recent court decisions are affecting lawyers' responsibilities to their clients.
Because of some of the current economic and financial conditions, we've been watching lawyers' professional liability claims and trends very closely. And we think that some of the recent cases and some of the recent things that have happened in the legal environment may increase claims against lawyers in the future. SOX is a concern now because lawyers have an increased responsibility to report under the provisions of that act, and they have a responsibility to be informed and in touch with the things that are being reported in and outside of their company. That increases some exposure for them under a liability type environment. Qualcomm was a very important case that came down recently where the judge assessed sanctions against Qualcomm for failing to produce over 100,000 relevant documents. We think this is important for lawyers because not only do they have a heightened responsibility to inform their clients about how to retain and produce documents, but that they also have a responsibility to manage that process within the corporation or as outside counsel for their clients. The insurance community watched that case very carefully. The Supreme Court decided that there was no private cause of action under 10b-5 for aiding and abetting a securities fraud for actors who were not directly responsible, directly communicating with people who relied on that information.
Can you explain what 10b-5 is?
10b-5 is a provision in the Securities Act that imposes liability on those who are involved in securities fraud. There still is potential liability against lawyers, and we expect that to increase under theories of breach of fiduciary duty and aiding and abetting under state law. I think given all of these decisions and the current economic environment, we're looking at real estate lawyers more closely, those who practice securities law, and the litigators because of the e-discovery issues. Independent insurance agents who understand the line of business and can advise their clients about purchasing legal malpractice insurance and providing the appropriate information are really helpful to us. They have an increased ability to talk to the clients about the areas in which they are practicing and the things that they are doing as lawyers. We're in quite a competitive environment right now where price seems to be very important, but an insurance agent who has an in-depth knowledge of coverage is always helpful to his or her client.